the same. Likwit Radio. Stupid.
DJ DGAF. Boombap meets the Gshit. What up, C's?
What up, Gshit? What's going down?
Oh, man, I'm fired up today, man. We got a real special guest right here. I'm excited he's right here on Likwit Radio. I want to big up him, right? So, man, it's been super cool that he fucking decided to come on right here with us on Likwit Radio. So let's do this right. He's with a legendary group, man. His logo is super legendary, G. And his rhymes, all his shit. But I love his fucking logo, G. I love all his songs. He's got dope shit going on right now. We're gonna catch up with him. We got Gonzoe from Kausion. What up, G?
What's up? What up, DJ? Don't give a fuck. And my nigga DJ C, what up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm only thing I'm not doing is having the same type of beer you're having.
Oh,
and I'm pissed off about that.
It's all good, brother.
But I mean, you know what it is, man. We're quarantining, we're distancing, we're respecting each other's space, but at the same time, we're still embracing hip hop, man. So I'm so happy for you guys to bless me to be on your show, man. You know what I mean? Like Likwit Radio, this is it's like winning a Grammy for me.
Right on, G. That's all good.
Likwit
Radio is blowing up, G.
Word.
I want to do it. We want to salute to you. We always do this before we start the interview. So let's salute. We're not. You're dabbing, or are we doing the? We're doing the. Oh hell yeah!
Hey!
Salute, G. Salute.
Salute, Gonzoe.
I'm gonna take a dab for Likwit
Take a
Radio.
dab.
For you guys, I mean, yo, this is for hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? This is for hip hop, man. You know.
Damn.
We got this motherfucking cookies,
Oh shit.
and wedding cake. And I know you guys broke into, not you guys, but they broke into the cookie store the other day. This is for my man Burner, man.
Yeah.
We're supporting still, man. We're smoking cookies out here.
Damn.
Man.
That's high powered shit, see.
Man, that is high power. And he's drinking Coronas.
I know.
Yes, sir.
Hey, G, we gotta have caution when we do with Gonzoe.
I love it. There's no caution here, though. That's so good.
Oh.
That's fire.
Caution is out the window. That's hard.
Oh, I love it.
He went hard, Jeff.
Yeah, he went hard. He's still going, see?
Fire. So fire. I love this shit, Gaff.
This guy is the best. Hey, check it out. So, real quick, we're going to get into all the music and everything, but this, man, this guy's spirit, his personality, I've been following him for a little bit. I know you have two C's. His group is legendary. He's legendary. They got some dope-ass music. But this him as a whole, as a if you've seen him on Instagram, G, and if you haven't, go follow him. Hey, what's your Instagram, G?
Is it? Yeah.
My Instagram is the letter I, the letter M, Gonzoe. I'm Gonzoe.
I'm Gonzoe. And if you haven't seen it, you got to follow him. He is fucking fire, G. Very entertaining.
Yeah, I follow him. He has dope shit.
He does.
Yo, I'm tripping off of you motherfuckers is fire. Like you got the corresponding going on, and you're flicking back and forth to where the host, it's no editing going on. Like I'm seeing this shit in real time. So when you guys see this shit edited back, these motherfuckers is slick. I don't know how they doing it, but it's going back and forth.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Conversation.
But let's get a little bit into the music, brother.
No.
And just the early stuff. And your shit is just, again, like I said, so legendary. I want to take it back real quick, because of course, you know, you got signed. Your group Kausion got signed. Cube brought you guys out. And it's not just about that, but I want to take it back just a little bit about how that record, because that record If you can't, do you see it, G? Kausion?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, listen. Again, the show is top notch. Like I don't know how they doing it, but they're fucking y'all up right now. Like, hey, yeah.
Thank you.
I see the logo.
Appreciate you, Gonzo.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, Gonzo. But so yes, sir.
So when you're talking about Kausion and coming out with Cube, that's like 95-ish?
Yep, that was it's about to be our 25-year anniversary right now in October. So that was October 1995.
That's dope.
Yep.
That's dope.
October 10th.
And
but they held the album back a week, so it really came out October 17th. But when you Google it, it says the 10th. But
yeah, and that all those songs were fire. Did you guys? I was reading somewhere. I seen a little bit somewhere. You guys, Kausion itself was a bigger group, but then it became this you three. It was you, Kato, and Sal. Correct.
Correct.
And how did that come about, real quick, G?
Real quick, it came about. Kausion, they had a deal on Capitol Records back in the day, and there was 5 guys. I wasn't in the group. They had a record deal already. But Capitol decided, after they gave them the money, not to pursue the album with them. So they were free to shop the demo wherever they wanted to shop the demo after they had the budget from Capitol. I went to school with one of the guys that was in Kausion. And one day we was ditching school. And he was like, yo, you want to come to the studio with us on Saturday? So I was like, the studio? I mean, like, what the fuck is that? Like, we're all playing football. Like, this was a whole different time. So long story short, I go to the studio and end up rapping with a song with 2 of the other guys, like him and Kato. And we sampled Be Real from Cypress Hill on the fucking hook. We sampled them. So these guys ended up meeting Ice Cube 6 months down the road and had the one song that I was on the back of their demo tape. It was a movie called Higher Learning. They ran up on them on that movie set at USC. And Cube called back another 6 months later and was like, yo, who's ever on this last song, that's who I want the group to be. And I happen to be on the last song. So that's how I got in the group.
Hey, did that song make the album?
Yep, that's the song that Be Real came in and had to redo it. And him and Cube actually got into a beef. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Cube, when he came in to do the shit for our album, Cube started playing more songs from the West Side Connection album. And that's where Be Real heard that fucking, that's where the shit, popped off from that session. Yep.
Damn, that's
crazy.
That's pretty tight. I didn't know that. Shit.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga Be Real too, and Muggs and my nigga Sendog.
Oh yeah, shout out to all of them, man. Shit, shout out to Gonzo. G, Gonzo just dropped a jewel on us. See?
Yeah. And he sparked one up too.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So as we went on, in that record, and there's 3 big records. There's Bounce, Rock, Skate, Super Fire. What do you want to do? Super Fire, of course. And then the last one is Land of the Scandalous. They're all good, but those are the ones like Preheaters.
Right. Those are the ones we put out as singles, basically.
Oh, and they're fucking, man, they still hold.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
Classic music.
I'm a humble type of guy, man, and I'm appreciating every fucking moment of this shit. 25 years later, it's still like it came out yesterday. So I love you for saying it.
Yeah, and it's the truth, G. It's classic music. It's timeless, G. It's timeless.
Thank you.
So just real quick, I just want to know for myself. I could look it up, but the credits. Who produced those records?
Ice Cube produced What You Want to Do. Kausion produced Bounce Rock Skate.
That's hard.
And then Land of the Scandalous was produced by Butter, that was signed to Dr. Dre at the time, who went on to do whatever. You know, he was actually signed to Sam Snead at the time.
Oh, okay.
But that whole production team from Dr. Dre, Sam Snead, all those guys, Butter, you know, shout out to all my niggas from PA. You know, I mean, not Pennsylvania, not Pennsylvania. Oh, these niggas gonna kill me. Pittsburgh. God damn it. Pittsburgh.
That was close to me.
I mean, I'm a California dude. I know they might throw rocks at me but Pittsburgh.
Nah,
These guys are from Pittsburgh. So yeah, shout out to all the Pittsburgh. These niggas, you know, not just Wiz Khalifa, but they was production monsters before they had their rap title.
That's hard. And yeah, and those records, they're fucking amazing. And how did you guys, so you guys as three, you guys just kind of wrote the songs together, and you went, then he went, then, or how did that, or did you already kind of have them together? Or, I'm just curious because they sound really, I mean, they're real songs, you know what I mean?
When we got our money from Ice Cube, he bought us a recording studio. And we initially put the recording studio in our manager's house before we moved it into Street Knowledge, into his building.
Sure.
I mean, and with rap, you just obsess over it. Like some guys today, the reason that, I mean, again, humbly speaking, but the reason that we could put it down and kind of like pick it back up and still be at our peak is because at some point we obsessed over this shit. Like nothing else mattered.
Right.
And, you know, I mean, I feel like we just came up in the right time around the right people and obsessed over it to where nothing mattered. Like you didn't have a phone, put money in the phone, like your work spoke for itself just on wax opposed to what you look like. Yeah. So, you know, it was just, you know, it was one of those times to where I'm still obsessive about this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm making money, but I'm still, that shit, like, once you start making money and you understand, like, you still the same piece of shit. You feel me? Like, it's like, what's your obsession? Like, you know what I mean? It can't be the money after a while.
I got you. Nah, I see you. Hey, real quick, and the logo, who thought of that idea, or how did that come about? That's just fire. That logo's so tight.
The logo, honestly, we did not have the logo till you remember the shit that used to say pimp back in the day. It had the logo. He is the dude who made the Kausion logo. He had a store in the fucking Lakewood Mall back in the day. And I forgot the nigga name, but we paid him, and this nigga came up with this fucking logo.
That was dope.
Like,
so fire.
You feel me? Like, I love this nigga to this day. Like, what do you mean? Like, we never have to rap again. A logo.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Hey, just on speaking on that logo, back then when it came out, we got the sticker, slapped it on our DJ case, our flight cases, and it's still there to this day.
Oh yeah. We still have it.
It's still there on the flight case.
It's the
that's
fire.
how much we dug it.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys. I mean, listen, let's keep it a buck, bro. Like, the Hispanic community is like, we popped off, but if they didn't support us, you niggas wouldn't call it legendary. It's like one of those things that it just like in LA culture, some things just happen to we all support it.
Yeah.
And that was one of those things, you know what I'm saying, to where we didn't have no fucking color lines on, and I'm proud of that. And also, we could always go back to it. Like, that's one of them things. Like, right now, we're in a fucked up spot to where we kind of need each other. So that song being on Grand Theft Auto, I mean, I feel like those motherfuckers are smarter than, like, I was like, why are they picking this fucking song? And now I see, because it's kind of like one of those things that's, you know, it's bigger than us being even a group in terms of, like, you know, just the time and what we were saying and the blood and the Crip shit or whatever. Like, that was like one of those things to where, like, that, you know, like, that was a complete fucking, like, we didn't plan that. Like, it just, like, happened. You know what I'm saying?
It was destiny, man. Like you kind of said, it's the right time, right people, but, man, you're telling
the riots. Remember back then? We was dealing with the riots and the Rodney King shit. And, you know, Ice Cube was invested from NWA in all of that shit. We was kids. Like, we went to school with Natasha Harlan, but at the same time, it's like, for real, like, that was kind of like a deep situation to where, like, nigga, we was just happy to be in the studio with Ice Cube. But he was, like, so deeply rooted into, you know what I mean? I feel like, I don't even know, like, I feel like whatever we were saying on that song, and then Be Real was on the song, and there was a whole time, like, why would he just pick that fucking song out of, you know, a whole demo tape that Capitol just paid $75 to produce? He picked the song that was not associated to no money.
Because it was fire, though. That's why.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
Gonzo, that we have you here. Can we vibe with you a little bit, G?
Yes, sir.
We got you. Yeah, I want to play this record real quick. You know, it's your legendary shit. And then I want to talk about a newer record that I heard you do that I was digging, and I want to ask you some questions. But let's vibe a little bit, G. Let's let's drink a little bit.
Yeah.
LTD, sound slides, from top six to a seat. Give a fuck about a cheek as I step to the front. But you all, you slide a motherfucker 3 blunts. At once, little K, no bells in the cell. Work down the track. The gauge is rack, ready to blow, nigga. Hit the floor, make no sense escape. Who don't move, just straight to the video tape. Bring it down like 3 bombs. Raised in the small block like militant. Fucking Kane and O-Dog, pistol straw. So now what the team gonna do? Crack the safe for the air, motherfucker. And it's the first 2 LT.
Oh, he says like Kane. He says like Kane and O-Dog, too. That's hard. Back then, man, and of course, you know, we got this song. This song's legendary.
What should I do? Should I
Gonzo. So sick.
So what you want to do? What should I do? Should I hang with the breaker? Should I hang with the I'm thinking bus school. Mine's banging at the door. Let me know a Negro. That's just the flow. Here we go again. People's wondering where I've been with no action split when I bail in.
Oh, yeah.
Like the stickiest hit on the streets. Got best joints for $1.50 each. Certain so. Pop popping out the bungalows. Seeing Sal Mac Blow. Gripping the all the code. Let's go from the game I spit.
Damn. Yo, those motherfucking songs right there, bro.
Fire.
That's just fire. And we got another one. Hey, G, I was gonna ask you on your Instagram. I was listening to this song, "LA Legend."
Mm-hmm.
You have a song, right, called "LA Legend," and on the hook, I thought it was dope as fuck. You say something about Mixmaster Spade, correct?
Correct.
And I'm gonna play the song right now. We're gonna play it on Likwit Radio, and the song's fire, G.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope as fuck.
Thank you. Thank you.
How did you come up with that hook or something? I just thought it was really unique, different, and like I just thought it was dope as fuck. G. Like,
you know what? It's crazy because Mixmaster Spade. I know my cousin gonna be mad at me for saying this, but he used to fuck with my cousins.
Oh,
Back in the day, when you feel me, so he used to come through. You feel me? And nigga had the 5.0, like, you know what I'm saying? And
he's doing
nigga, like, it was just one of them things. It's like, yo, like, I knew that this nigga had the pack back in the day. To keep it a buck, he dead now. So everybody that's listening, we're not dry snitching.
no.
This nigga had the pack, like, for real back in the day. Like, for real. He was a rapper who really had the pack. And I always find I like that nigga. I mean, that nigga was, you know what I mean? I found that shit like fascinating.
Yeah.
So, you know, that like whenever I got the chance to, it just was an opportunity for me to bless up Mixmaster Spade and let the world know that I had history with a nigga who was really on that type of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to hear that sounds right here. When I was hearing it, you know, I was listening. I was like, man, that shit is dope as fuck. You know.
And I want to say this though, not to cut you off, DGF.
No,
but if it wasn't for like niggas like Mixmaster Spade, I really want niggas to know like Eazy-E, NW fucking A. It was niggas that was really putting in that work.
Yeah.
Before it was commercial. You feel me? Like, you know, these people existed.
That real work.
When you hear, you know, Toddy T, the Batarang, and you hear all these songs, like we have to remember Mixmaster Spade, his Jerry Curl, nigga, the motherfucking, the link chain.
Yeah.
Oh man. He was
turntables.
Yeah, he was so dope.
Uncle Jam's Army.
Nice.
Oh yeah. You know your history, brother. And he was so dope because he was ahead of his time. He did everything right. He could rap, he could sing, he could, you know, he was rapping about gangster shit. He was just so ahead of his time, so unique.
See, you know,
and that's why I thought it was dope.
That's crazy. I always thought that was dope because I feel like, you know, like the Suge Knights, the Eazy-E, like he seen that shit all for what it was and started going at it. Now, you know, like, again, the street life, like the music industry wasn't like you, a nigga could kind of bet on the street life more than you could on the music industry. So at that time, he was like, nigga, I'm going with the pack. But at the same time, I felt like if it was like done over again, they would have to like give him credit for the blueprint, at least for being an entrepreneur in the music industry in Compton.
Yeah.
And South Central.
Well said. And that's what Caesar and I we always say that, you know, we're older cats, it's all good. But we know the history, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where our show is at, G. We
right.
You know, we give the history, but we ain't trying to school nobody. We love new music. We love all music, G. And there's new music that we love. I dig it. But what I'm trying to say is, and that song, we're going to hear it, I just thought it was real dope and super unique. And I knew there was a reason why you said only him, because not a lot of people, the real people know what time it is with them, but I just feel he was ahead of his time and he didn't get his credit due.
Facts. Factory.
You know what I mean?
And I appreciate you for being a connoisseur of hip hop and pointing that out in your own mind before you brought it to the public, because that's exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Let's hit that song, G. And like I said, we're gonna play it on Likwit Radio, but then I'm right here. We just want to vibe a little bit.
My man, I'm here.
Let's see if you can hear it, G. If you can, I don't have the best audio, but
yeah, I can hear it.
I'm an LA legend. I rap and sell dope like Mixmaster Spade. I'm an LA legend. I rap and sell dope.
This is hard.
I'm with the business smoking dealer in the winner circle. When the bullets fly, I've been a killer, so don't take it personal. I see dope days, how about serve with you? Pull out ice white slabs like a saber tooth. Nigga counting the math from the vocal booth.
This is fire.
Slice the crew in half for the verse or two. It's suicide, your group could die, get crucified. Cut fish like Jesus Christ, but you decide. Rap and sell dope like Mixmaster
Spade.
Yes, sir.
That shit was fire.
Yes, sir.
Hey, big up to that song, G. Big up to that song.
But what's the name of that song? What's the name of that song?
It's called LA Legend.
Nice.
Los Angeles Legend, LA Legend. You can Google that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, G, is that I try to find it. Is that on iTunes? I want to buy it.
It is on iTunes. Actually, though, with all the George Floyd shit happening, you know what I'm saying? It was supposed to come out on the 30th, and I had like my cat, Young Gritty, he's on a new song with me called Many Toys. But we had to we pushed everything back. Like, it's not a time to fucking promote music or trying to sell anything. So next month, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop an onslaught of niggas, you know what I'm saying, with hella music, hella things that's you know, that's projecting. Like, honestly, bro, I'm gonna waste this dab right here. I'll heat it back up. Oh, shit. Honestly, the whole thing is with me is this, bro. It's like, this shit been going on. You know what I'm saying? So for me to fucking pick up a fucking picket sign right now and react with these, man, I feel retarded. This shit been going on with us, nigga. You know what I mean with us. Shit been going on. Like, they just catching the shit on tape. They just, I mean, and they caught it on tape 1,000 times. My point is this. I'm ready to move on some shit. Period. You feel me? Like, I'm not finna pick a sign. I'm not throwing air motherfucking rock. I'm not stealing no motherfucking TV. But when it's time to move, yeah, I got a few things around this motherfucker. We gonna move together. But other than that, man, I'm like, what the fuck they want from me? What the fuck they want from me? What, you want me to go black and on my time? Like, fuck all that shit. Like, cause I'm a mover, bro. So all this, like, cause let me tell you something. A lot of these motherfuckers that put their timeline black, when it's time to go, they're not going with us. You know they're not going with us. They're not coming with us. Yeah. They're gonna stay at home and go to work on Monday. You feel me? So my point is, on all that sort of shit, I'ma go. You feel me? I'm just waiting on the world to stop bullshitting themselves again. Because we've been through this with Rodney King. We burnt down all of fucking Los Angeles. But if this is the go time, maybe this is the go time. But I don't know. Yeah. And if it's the go time, I'm ready. But I feel like niggas is still gonna bullshit. It's like, we can't go as a people. Like, you already know, like, we've all been to fucking jail. And when it's time to move on the fucking authority, we move as one. When it's that time, wake me up.
Right on. And yeah, and I appreciate it. I know I could feel that, man, you're a little bit frustrated, right? Like we all are. And so you're on the next level. And I see where you're at, G. And
man, I'm ready to take my royalties back on all levels. I'm like, when they running up in Walmart, run up in Priority too, in Capitol. Like, we need our fucking masters back. Like, when these niggas is stealing something, you want to throw a rock at something?
That's the same. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing, right? They stole.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, like, we gonna. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm frustrated to the point to where, you know, man, it's a good thing for me because now I'm focused back on the music. Like, I'm over the money shit. Like, it's, you know, whatever, nigga. I'm back in the studio 24 hours a day, obsessed with this shit. So I guess it was a good thing for me. Yeah. Because, you know, I'm doing what I love again. I'm not bored anymore.
Yeah, you're a hell of an MC, man. Your group. Hey, G, you gonna ever, the 25th anniversary, are we gonna see any type of new Kausion shit or anything new on that?
Man, to keep it $1,000, like Kausion, I keep the shit going with my name, but the other two members of the group, you know what I'm saying? Like, life has took its toll, like, in terms of just being a successful mother. Like, it could be a blessing or a curse, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like, in my case, we thank God for Tupac Shakur. We thank God for Suge Knight. We thank God, like I was like, you know, I was able to continue working. And you know, everybody had the same opportunity, had the same 24 hours a day. But in layman's terms, when the independent industry started hitting the hip hop era, everybody didn't get it. Some people wanted to continue being spoon-fed as an artist opposed to being a businessman. I went to the Bay Area and started, you know, hooking up with cats like San Quinn, Mac Dre, you know, Keep the Sneak, all of this, like all these niggas took, I don't want to say took me under their wing, but broke it down from going from a major label to which they couldn't understand to how to make money independently to where I couldn't understand. So I was immediately broke down on how to make money on myself opposed to being spoon-fed.
Damn, that's dope, man. Get that shit, you know, you flip the script. You went to the people that are doing it and you learned how to do it, right?
Yes,
you
sir.
got that block, you got the Blockwise Entertainment, no?
Yes, sir.
That's
how I started.
Right?
Yes, sir.
I seen a little bit, I thought it was dope too, G. Like I know like you write like you write scripts, G?
I do. Like you know, I got a few things in the market and a few things that's coming out right now. Yeah, that's I do write. That's dope that you, I mean, like I don't ever talk about that. So you talking about that, I mean, you kind of like went a little digging on that one.
Nah, that's dope because you know what I mean, it's big ups, G. Like you like you said, you're gonna flip it, you know, as much different ways as you can. You're gonna get yours. You good. I just, you know, I know you're good, G. It's just it'd be dope if we can get. But regardless of that, your songs are dope. I was gonna say
movies and shit is coming out, bro. Like summertime, I'm getting my opportunity to where I got a movie called Chasing the Sun. It's coming out that I wrote. You know what I'm saying? I didn't direct it, but I wrote it. You feel me? It's coming out this summertime.
That's all.
I just wrote a book called The Beast of Success. That's on all platforms where you could buy audio books. It's called The Beast of Success, written by Ronald Moore and myself, narrated by Neil Diallo. You know, I mean, I'm just trying to, like, honestly, brother, trying to expand every fucking avenue that I can that's available to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it, man. I know you are, G. I see you out there. You're doing it. And I'm happy for you. And I'm excited for you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. Hey, G, real quick. Again, real quick, because we're fans and I was following you. And it's not the end-all be-all, but on your Instagram, I thought it was so dope. You have a little thing. I don't know. I feel like we need more of this, or we need to find a spot for this, because, like, you're super entertaining, G. So it's called Keep It Brief.
Oh.
So
yes.
Whatever that is, and I want you to explain it, but whatever that is, to me, it's fire. We need your opinion.
That's dope.
We need your opinion on, to me, we need your opinion on everything.
That's dope. Well, Keep It Brief is something that I've done with Adidas. And it was just a fucking little test, little run on one of my friends that worked for Adidas. And we decided to just do something to where I could have their fucking name briefly. Adidas skateboarding, specifically.
Yes.
And it's just something that I'm about to do with every fucking artist in the name of Adidas, to where I ask the fucking questions, just 3 questions. And the artists just, like you just said, turn your phone sideways. They just turn their phone sideways, answer the fucking questions. We fucking edit the shit and put Adidas skateboarding on the end of it and sell 1 million fucking skateboards and shoes.
Oh, I love that. Hey, G, but yeah, and I know it's gonna blow up because you're just really entertaining, G.
But how did, like, you're like, that was a fucking test run, and how the fuck did you catch that?
No, I'm loving it. So, but I'm saying,
bro.
And I'm not trying to. I'm really big upping you as a personality, G. Like,
thank you.
To me, it just needs to be you doing the questioning the questions and the answers, because
Wow.
you're super dope, G. Like super, I don't know. You're entertaining, G. That's what I feel. But I get it. You're gonna ask other people the shit, but
that's dope. And I'm definitely gonna throw that out there to him. Like my nigga DGF said, it needs to just be me, motherfucker.
It does. You gotta see him, G. It's hard as hell, G. Like it's just real quick. It's super. It's like perfect, G. It's just you gotta see it. It's brief.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, C. I appreciate you.
Our man Gonzoe, he got that personality. You know what I mean? That attracts.
And you know what? DGF.
Yes,
it's
sir.
crazy because they were asking me, like, they're trying to figure out how we can do some business together. And I'm telling them if we could fit something within that minute to where when we get other artists on there, they're going to be reposting that.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're just tapping into the algorithm in 1 minute to where a motherfucker don't have to have the repost app, none of that. It's just it's bop, 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 bop. Everybody can do it. So, yeah. I mean.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. We can't give it away. We got to make sure that, you know what I mean? Like that it goes perfectly to.
Got it on lock.
That you get it on lock, G. We can't like give too much away because it's fire and it's just dope the way you do it. It's the way you do it, G.
I appreciate it.
It's the way you do it.
I appreciate it. And listen, I want everybody to know this. What my nigga DGF is saying, and I want all the people at Adidas to know this too.
Word up.
I edited everything. I recorded that was all sweat equity. Period. You feel me? Like, all sweat. All you motherfuckers, mark over there at Adidas. I know you're gonna see this. Yeah. Humbly speaking, sweat equity.
Hey, and the questions that you probably wrote them yourself too, huh?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and see that's where it becomes dope. You know, I can't do that. C's can't do that. Like that's why it's you. That's why you got the.
See, you know Mark. This is what I'm saying, Mark. You hear my niggas? He speaks for a lot of people. What he's saying is.
You got that personality.
Sweat equity, Mark.
Sweat equity, Mark. Hey, Steve, you got anything for him, G?
I do. I just have, I would like his perspective. He touched on it a little bit earlier, but you go from playing football, you know, in the streets, you're playing football, you're a young kid. And next thing, you know, within, the year or so, you're in the studio with Cube. Like, how does that feel? What are your thoughts? What's going on? And then you get B-Real in the mix too. It's like from football you're on that next shit.
He's like, shooting Friday, like we're like all this shit was happening. It's crazy. It was unreal. Like I mean, I had to like catch up mentally really fast because I was no longer a fan. You know what I'm saying? And again, I gotta thank Cube for that because he done a really good job on foreseeing the future and putting us in the right situations. Like, excuse me, I just tweeted something about this. I mean, not tweeted. Why the fuck? Instagram something about this 30 minutes ago. Snoop posted some shit about just executives taking advantage of artists. And I reposted. It's a whole lot of fucking black executives that I know in camouflage just bigger culture vultures than anybody. So let's not forget those motherfuckers. So it was a lot of people hitting me from that post. And somebody has said something to the terms of, you know, like, how do you feel about Ice Cube withstanding you guys' money? And I had to, like, tell him, like, nigga, hold on, time out. We made more money in the music industry than people who went 5 times platinum.
Okay.
And, you know, like, Cube needs to be celebrated because he did not keep the same practices of Jerry Heller. where he was taught like to rob motherfuckers or whatever the fuck happened from his mouth, he didn't keep the same practices. Now, he kept our publishing for 5 years and he split it with us. But at that time, I thought he was robbing us, not knowing the industry. Who the fuck splits publishing and only keeps it for 5 years? Now, I mean, that's unheard of. This is why these guys are, you know, like, I hate to say it, but the other 2 members in my group, the reason why they don't need to rap no more is because they don't need to rap no more. They'll be getting paid forever and ever. And Ice Cube, like, he don't take 1 fucking cent from Kausion no more after producing the track for us, giving us his name, putting us on Grand Theft Auto 20 years later. I mean, you know, like, he should be like when they you know, like black executives, if they really go back and do, you know, I don't know what he done with the Lynch Mob and Mac 10 or whatever. I'm just saying with us, he done it right. I appreciate the nigga, and we still eating to this day.
That shit's dope. Hey, let's salute to that one. I like that shit.
Yeah.
Man.
That's dope. I never heard that shit.
Yeah, that was a great question. See?
Yes, sir. And you know what? Everybody think that he robbed us though. Like I feel like that's like the situation, but like I'm chilling in Seattle in my crib right now. My girl's whatever she's doing, you know, we got salons, like we chilling. You know what I mean? Like that nigga, you know. I'm still trying to tap in on the movie money, but in terms of day-to-day life, like we live better than 90% of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't front on them for that.
Yeah, nah. And thank you for sharing that, G. That's dope. Like,
word.
As we say, C's and I right here, you know, it's a dope story, but that's not a story. That's your fucking life, you know? And it's a hell of a life. And, you know, you're a hell of an artist and keep pumping out that music, G. And
thank you, man.
Hey, G, I was going to ask you real quick before we let you go. And I thought it was dope, too. Tell me the connection, something about, okay, like Tupac. So Tupac, I guess he was kind of like, you know, when he was around, he was checking you out as a solo artist or something like that to that effect, no? Correct?
Well, that Tupac, Death Row at the time had a management company called Nightlife Management, which was ran by, one second, fucking alarm just went off. It was ran by Suge Knight's wife, Sharita Knight. And she managed everybody on Death Row and Kausion and DJ Quick. Like, we were the only ones that wasn't on Death Row that she managed, Kausion and DJ Quick. So when Pac got out of jail, Snoop and Dr. Dre had a whole tour that was booked, but Dr. Dre had ran from the fucking police in the Ferrari or the Lamborghini, whatever, and was on house arrest. And Snoop Dogg was on the murder trial. Within all this time, Death Row decided to bail Tupac out of jail.
That's right.
Pac got to get out of jail. They got all these fucking arenas booked all across the fucking country. And Snoop can't leave. Dr. Dre can't leave. So Pac, recording All Eyes on Me, decides, fuck it. I'm going to go do the whole tour on this album that no one's never heard before.
That's hard.
A double album.
Right.
So we left and done the All Eyes on Me tour before the shit even dropped. And that's how that happened. Like, I met Pac in the airport.
That's dope, man. Shit. I just wanted to hear it from you, brother. I kind of knew the story, but, man, no.
Yeah.
Not a story. Again, that's
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not a story.
It was like one of those things to where Kausion, we was blowing up at the time, but I was still a fan of hip hop. So when they tell you meet Tupac, and at 8 o'clock in the morning in the airport, it was surreal still, like, you bullshitting. This nigga's not gonna fucking be there. And he was there before us. So, you know, typical Pac fashion. Like, he was in control of the whole situation before a nigga was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Shit. And R.I.P. to Pac, man. Shit. That was incredible, man. Shit. Hey, so, man, I want to thank you again, G. Gonzoe.
Thank you guys, man.
It was a blast, man. I hope you had a good time.
Thanks, C, man. I appreciate you guys.
We had a great
radio.
We had a blast, man. It's Boombap meets the Gshit. Likwit Radio. We have Gonzoe from Kausion, but we have Gonzoe. He's a hell of an MC, a hell of an artist, a hell of everything. The guy can write movie scripts. He needs to get on that Adidas. Adidas, sign him up, G. And thank you, G. Don't forget us, man. 100, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you for having me and thinking about us. What up? This your boy Gonzoe, man. Boombap meets the Gshit, man. Likwit Radio. Shout out my nigga King T, my nigga DJ C, and my nigga DJ Don't Give a Fuck, nigga.
WLIX. Likwit Radio.